Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing well and safe. Today I came to you with one of my pure inventions, not the recipe itself, but the technique on how to cook it. This is something, it has many names in Arabic culture. It is called Luqmat al-Qadi, the judge's bite. This is literally what it means. Or Zalabia, Awamat, Lukaimat. All of these names are the same recipe. The names for the same recipe. This is fried dough, something closer to julab jamun in Indian culture, but without frying. And shall we start with our recipe? And I hope that you enjoy today's recipe. We will start by 2 cups of flour. I'm using flour number 2, which is whole wheat flour. Definitely you can use all-purpose flour if you have. To that I will add, this is half a tablespoon. So as you can see, I'm adding 3, which is equivalent to 1.5 tablespoons of corn starch. Now I'm mixing everything together, and now I'm going to add the yeast. This is 1 tablespoon of yeast and 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. Feel free to use white sugar if you don't have. And this is salt, only 1/4 of a teaspoon on the edges. And now we have 3 tablespoons of milk. Feel free to avoid it. And let's come to the water. This is definitely warm water to activate the yeast. Okay, so I'm adding the first cup, and pay attention to the second cup because we will not use it all. So what I'm doing is I am starting to mix the dough with the warm water. Now for the second cup, because I already added some milk, okay, I will be adding it step by step. As you can see, this is the tablespoon. I added 2 extra. So the total, without like confusing you, the total liquid that I have used was almost 1 cup of warm water plus 2/3 to have this consistency. As you can see, this is the remaining of the water to show you how much I used. What you are looking for is liquid dough that when you raise your whisk up, it will make some marks, but these marks will vanish within 3 to 4 seconds. Now I will cover my dough and let it rise. After, depends on your weather, for me it took around 40 minutes. This is how much it rose. It rose all the way to the napkin itself. So as you can see, now this is how I will, because usually in the traditional method, we would use this liquid dough on any type of container, and then we will deep fry it in lots of oil. But instead of frying it, and this is what I came up with, I will use the smallest size of the muffin tin or the muffin pan, okay, and then I will put some of the dough in it. And can you see the strings that the dough are forming? This means that the yeast itself digested the gluten. This is a good sign. So instead of frying it, I will bake it in something similar to the Yorkshire pudding. And this is another tray I'm showing you. This is the normal size for the cupcakes or for the muffin. It will give me the exact same result, but the bite size itself will be bigger. The smaller the tin, the better the results, or closer to the traditional recipe. So as you can see, I'm pouring my dough and I'm using the tablespoon to make sure that I have the exact same amount. And this is what it looks like. As if it's frying. So I'm dancing with happiness because I'm really enjoying it. And I was deprivating myself from it because it was fried. Now I can indulge myself with it without feeling guilty. And as you can see, it comes out perfect, and you will listen to the crunch itself. Listen what will happen right now. But mind the voices around me.
Let's have a sleepover.
هنا أرجوكي هنا بس ثواني
And
عشان
as
أنزل الصوت.
Let's have a sleepover.
And as you can see, it's cooked from the inside and fluffy, filled with air bubbles. And this is how it should be in the original traditional recipe. It should be filled with air bubbles. The bigger the better. okay, the better. And it is perfectly cooked. And put in mind something, when you put it in the oven, you need to put it on the highest temperature for the oven. This is one thing, okay? The second, very important, the best time to consume it as soon as it gets out of the oven. Do not wait and keep it on the side. Use it before the eating directly. See, this is the section of it. Bake it, but bake it before eating directly. Okay, and again, this is from the sides. The sides were the most crispy part of it, and this is the regular one, the same, but bigger. Now I'm adding to it dates molasses, okay, or dates syrup. You can add maple syrup. You can add agave syrup. You can add sugar syrup. Traditionally, when we fry it, we dump it into lots of sugar syrup and then we take it out, okay, by a strainer or something. But this, to minimize the damage and to make it more healthier of a virgin, I am using date syrup because it's full of nutrients, plus it gives me the same taste, great taste. So you can use date syrup, again, maple, agave, honey. You can even use honey. It's totally up to you. And this is some warmed sesame seeds. Sprinkle it on top, and that's it. Please do try the recipe, and I hope that you enjoy it. And if you do, write to me in the comments section, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me in TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and share my videos. Your support means the world to me. And until I see you next time, I love you to the moon and back. Bye bye, dear friends. Bye.